Let's look at this problem. The faces of each of the two fire dice are numbered 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. When the two dice are tossed, what is the probability that their sum will be an even number? This problem is a normal probability / counting problem. However, the author set up a little trap here, that these two dice are not the normal dice. The numbers on the faces are not from 1 to 6. They are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. And we got to be careful about this, because we are talking about the odds and evens properties of a natural number. But this special dice has only two even numbers, 2 and 8. It has 4 odd faces and only 2 even faces. Alright, bearing that in mind, let's get started. So we want to do the normal casework. As I mentioned before, when you do the counting and such problems, casework is a very normal technique that can divide or split a complicated problems into easier ones. Then the question is, by what criteria do we split this problem? Since this problem is about even and odd, so an obvious criteria is to use that. So in case 1, let's consider what the number that the first dice gave us. It can obviously be an even and odd, so we'll just use that criteria. We'll just use the first dice give us an odd. In that scenario, in order to obtain a sum of an even number, the second dice should also give us an odd. Okay, let's look at the first dice. If it is an odd, then how many odds do we have on this special dice? As mentioned before, we have 1, 3, 5, 7. We have 4 faces with an odd number. Therefore, that's 4. And since the first and the second dice are independent, so we'll multiply the number of odds that the second dice can give us, which is also 4. So that's 4 times 4. And in case 2, in this case, we'll assume the first dice give us an even. So the first is an even. And we only have 2 even faces. Therefore, that's 2 possibilities. And then times how many even numbers the second dice can give us. The second is an even, right? We need a sum of even. So that's also 2. Therefore, our probability shall equals the total number of different scenarios that we get 2 numbers with a sum of even. And that is 4 times 4 plus 2 times 2. And divided by the total number of different outcomes when we toss 2 dice. That's 6 by 6, right? We have 6 possibilities for the first dice and 6 for the second. And they're independent, so we multiply them. Therefore, let's simplify this. So on the top we have 16 plus 4. The bottom is 36. So that's 20 over 36. Let's simplify this by dividing 4 from the top and the bottom. So we have 5 over 9. Therefore, our choice is C. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe the channel. If you have questions, please leave a comment.